Hello everyone, my name is Christal and I just want to take a moment and talk to you a little bit about who I am, because I like for my potential customers to get to know who I am and why I do what I do. I was born and raised in Prince George's County, Maryland, and I'm a single parent. So like a lot of entrepreneurs that are trying to juggle different things, I totally understand when you're either working full-time and juggling family and everything. Being a single parent has been a very interesting journey for me, but the thing is that I keep reminding myself why I'm doing it. And when I see the face of my son, my miracle baby, who I was told for years couldn't have kids, and then all of a sudden, at the ripe old age of 43, I got told I was pregnant with my son, who's now 5 and doing very well. And the business that I do is because I've discovered that as I was learning training, working as a trainer and working as a business consultant and even working in IT, I discovered that I really liked training and I like working with businesses. And it's like, think of your favorite game. My favorite game is Monopoly. I love playing Monopoly. And when I would go play Monopoly, I was like, I was the king of the board. People, hey, I have to let some people win because they would get upset with me. But my business evolved out of a passion for Monopoly because I discovered I had a passion for business. And then when I got in my career field, I discovered that I had a passion for training. So what I've done is ultimately combine the two into one. And now that's made the ultimate career for me so that when I'm working with my clients, it's not like work. It's like I get to play. I have a client that's launching a new business. I get to have fun sitting there mapping out all of what my friends again call the unsexy stuff. I have fun mapping out the business plan and charting out how we're going to get from A to Z. And to me, it's cool because it's like either putting together a great puzzle or playing Monopoly, because as I go around the board, I'm making more and more money. So I get to make money and play Monopoly for real while doing what I do. And being a single parent, it requires even more coordination because you have to juggle my child's responsibilities, mine, and I'm also, if any of you have your parents still living, sometimes you got parents you have to take care of, family obligations, church and everything. I'm involved in my community, I'm active in my church. I'm actually on 2 PTA boards for 2 different schools. There's a lot going on. I want to take a quick second. I want to find out who you are. Are you a single mom? Are you a parent? Are you married and you have a desire to do something bigger than what you've been doing? The career work's not satisfying. You know, you have a passion that's inside of you and you know the passion, but it's that back end unsexy business stuff that I keep talking to you about that you're trying to figure out, well, how do I pull this together? Well, this is where I and my company can help you because we want you to pull out your passion. Isn't it way more fun to go to work doing what you want to do versus what you have to do? 2 totally different things. So I want you to think about what are your passions, what drives you, what makes you bounce out of bed that you would do for free if money was no object. And that's what you really got to think about. What would I really do if money was no object and I really wanted to be doing it? What is that one thing? And that's where I want to help you get to make that your passion. I want you to pull that out. I want you to come and step out. I mean, it takes a leap of faith because Lord knows I have done some things and I'm going, what was I thinking, Willis? But I said, no, if I really want what I want, I got to get out there and get it. So I want to help you get out there and get what you really want. I want you bouncing out of bed, ready and excited about the day. Not, oh God, it's Monday. Here's a Monday. Let's go. I want to help you that. So I want you to reach out to me and email me and tell me what your passions are. Tell me what drives you, what's lighting a fire, but you just don't quite know how to get it past the starting gate. I would really, truly love for the opportunity to help you do this. Evolution is a part of my company's name, and it's a part of changing and growing your business to the next level. An alliance means that you're working together with a group of people, not just doing it by yourself. Most business owners believe that they're in there, this is my business. Yes, it is your business, you're right. But the thing is that it also requires a team. So when you see alliance in my business name, that means that we're here to work with you to take your business to those next levels. Now, the reason that my business believes it's important to provide resources is that business owners need more than just themselves. It's more than just the skills they offer. It requires a community. Just like when they say it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a community to build and grow a business. So part of what my company does just to give you a little bit about us, is that we do offer a huge amount of resources to help business owners get the things and services that they need to help them be able to service their clients. Evolution Business Alliance is my company, but the funny thing is that I found out that I met so many business owners that knew their craft, but they didn't know business. And when you know your craft, but you don't know business, it's that back-end stuff, or as my girlfriends call it, the unsexy part of business. The stuff I come in and help you with behind the scenes helps you be able to take yourself to the next level. So that's the main reason I started this company. Now, I'm going to take a minute and stop talking about business, and I'm going to stop talking about me. I'm going to talk to you about ribs and barbecue sauce. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what could possibly ribs and barbecue sauce have to do with business? Well, I have an uncle who is amazing. He makes some of the best ribs in the Maryland area. And when he first started making ribs, they were awful. I mean, didn't have the sauce right, didn't have the flavors right, and this is kind of what happens with us in business. But then over some time, what became very cool is he actually figured out the right combinations and measurements and ingredients to put in his sauce to get the best ribs, where now everybody's looking for him and trying to get those ribs. And when you're working with your customers, you have to figure out the experience you want to give them and find those right measurements of things and services that you have to offer your customers. Now, after a while, he got really good to where now everybody's looking for his ribs. And usually when we have family reunion, everybody's putting in their orders early because they want to make sure they got something to take home. Now, your secret sauce may not necessarily be ribs, but it's about giving a quality customer experience every single time you work with that customer. It's about making them feel and be excited about the opportunity of working with you, but you also have to make sure you duplicate that so you give it to them over and over again. Now, the first thing you have to know your customer. And I mean, it's more than just knowing what their business is, it's about who they are, what their lifestyle is, if they're married, they have kids, what's going on, because that's what's going to make up that person that you're working with. Also, you have to think about what feeling do I want them to feel when they walk away from me. Now, recently I had a chance to work with a young lady, and what was very cool is that when she finished working with her clients, they were so excited that I almost could say they bounced out of the room ready to go. So I want you to think about what feeling do you want your customers to have when they come and work with you. Now, people always will never remember what you said, but they will always remember how you made them feel. And I don't know who the author was that said that, but I noticed that when I work with my clients, when I leave them and they're excited and they're ready, like, yeah, let's go do this thing, that makes a difference in how often they'll come back to me. The other thing you have to think about is what are their needs? What products or services are you going to offer them that's going to make a great impact on their business and how they do things? You want to think about think down the line of what do they need to grow to their next level. Also, I want you to think about a service, your customer plan. Now, I know everybody normally hears customer service. This is where my little twist is on it, because when you're thinking about your customer, who they are, what they need, how you want them to feel, you now have to think about how do I give them the service, this same service and what they need over and over again. The other thing you're going to have to do, you're going to have to write it down. Now, remember my uncle when I was talking about the ribs? Yeah, once he figured it out and he got the sauce right, he then had to go back and write it down to make that process duplicatable. Now, one thing I want to talk to my solopreneurs is this. In order for you to grow beyond just being a solopreneur and a real CEO of your company, you're going to have to make your processes duplicatable by writing them down in all the steps. Now, the other thing you're going to have to realize that now we're in a relationship business. You have to build relationships with people. So sometimes it's making a phone call and go, hey, how are you doing today? Just call to see how you were doing and make sure everything's going okay. Every phone call doesn't have to be about get the money. Calls need to be just checking on them to make sure they're okay. Now, there are a few more additional steps I want to talk to you about. One of those steps is going to be making sure you provide service with confidence. And I've learned that when you approach a customer and you don't show that you're confident, standing up strong, your voice is up and you're weak and customers don't have that confidence if you don't show it. They reflect back what you show. So you have to show your service and offer it with confidence that you are the best thing out there since sliced bread. Another step is going to be you have to continue to educate yourself. As you educate yourself and grow your business, know that there's always another level to learn. For all the training that I've been through over all the years, I still have to continue to take time to go to classes and train and learn and grow so that this way I'm ready for the next big thing that comes along and I'm on that cutting edge. Now, the question I'm sure you're asking is, will this work? You've heard me talk and say a lot in these last few minutes, which I do greatly appreciate your time. But will this work? Of course it will. Absolutely it'll work, because what I'm telling you today is what I've actually applied in my own business. Now, our next steps are going to be very easy. I'm going to talk to you a little bit in this last few minutes that I have with you, and I want to talk to you about what the program I'm going to offer you this afternoon. We're offering a Service Your Customer training program. And again, it's focusing on how you can identify your customer and be able to service them. So I'm going to talk briefly about the modules that we're going to cover in this training program. And the first module, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to identify the attributes of your ideal customer. In the second module, we're going to talk about what business alliance and resources that you need. Now, when I mentioned business alliance and resources, earlier I talked about how you have to have more than just yourself to run and grow your business. We're going to particularly identify what you need based on what your services are. We're also going to talk about developing programs and services that meet the needs of your business. And lastly, we're going to talk about how are you going to service those customers to give them what they need when they need it. The investment for this is going to be, we're offering you the Service Your Customer training class for $497, as well as one individual consultation. But we're going to offer that whole program for $997. If you want to find out more about our company and sign up for the class, go to my website, evolutionbusinessalliance.com. and you'll be able to sign up for the class. And for those who take the fast action bonus, we're going to throw in an additional business consultation for you. And that's going to be offered to the first 10 people that sign up for this course. That additional private one-on-one coaching session will help you out a lot to help see what other needs we can provide for you and your company. I thank you very much for your time, and I appreciate you sitting and listening with me and spending this time with me. I hope you have an awesome time, and you'll see my information for how to find me on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Thank you so much for your time. Have an awesome day. Bye.